you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. It's the Mississippi State Bulldogs and the Louisville Cardinals. We stay the State Pollock and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Did you know Louisville has one of the most unique stories about their stadium in all of college football? The L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium was built on a former railroad repair yard that opened in 1998. The land on which it was built was previously serving as a site for the Louisville and Nashville South Louisville Rail Yard. During construction of the stadium, the blaring train horn was used at the rail yard to indicate shift changes and was reclaimed. It is now blown pregame and each time the Cardinals score. Back to you guys.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Taylor wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, looking to pass. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good, and you got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
Back to pass. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
He wants to change this route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, going to the air. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Louisville! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Taylor wants to throw. He's got him. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Handoff, left Bothwell. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Just feeds the running back. Thrust that arm out. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Defense in press coverage. Pressure coming, and they got him.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game, and they're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. On target over the middle. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Taylor wants to throw it. Takes the easy one to the back.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Swings it out to the flat. Powers through the defender.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. They just keep firing. Swings it out to his running back. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense. But through the air, like not on the ground right now, they're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage. And right now, it's all through the air.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacks on the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Making side adjustments here. They'll start this drive with a pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. Taylor wants to throw. He's got him in the flat. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Big part of the offensive game plan is yards after the catch, but none available there.
I like the idea on offense of trying to spit the ball outside quickly and see if your guy can make something happen in space, but give the defense credit. They rallied to the ball, got him on the ground.
He'll take it himself. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Here comes the heat. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play. Could be an alley. He's at the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cardinals!
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch him, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll throw it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Taylor wants to throw it. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
So after that incompletion, 4th down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense. And this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, looking for the completion. At the 45, on his way. Speeding down the left side. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he added the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. Handoff for Brown. Picks up the first down. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. Flying down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Taylor wants to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Back to pass on second down. Going long. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
A give to Brown. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Dropping back, it's Swan. Lofts one high and deep. Leaping grab for a big gain. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has him across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. And wings it incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football. All eyes on him. And
oh, a lot of space. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Mississippi State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This option play puts so much stress on a defense because if the pitch guy ends up getting the football, there's usually only one defender left to make the tackle. If that guy doesn't get him down, he's gone. And that's what you just saw on that play.
And the extra point is good.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Quarterback making checks. Back has it. Turning it on. Crosses midfield. The 30. The 20. And he scores. Touchdown, Louisville.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. On the run from inside his own 5. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Got enough for the first. Flying out to the left. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's Brown to begin the drive. At the 35, he's got room. Racing down the left side. At the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's Swan. He lofts one down the sideline. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it, takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air on first down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Hand off, Isaac Brown. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7. It'll be 3rd and long. Again, it's Brown. There's a crease. He's at the tip, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cardinals. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start on the ground with Buck Bothwell. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
To the air, it's Swan. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Yeah, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect.
Going deep. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense...
But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Sends it back in motion. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it down the field. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Well, they say the bounces eventually even out, but they've been pretty much one-sided today.
And the defense needs something to happen so bad. You're in a deficit already. You get your hands on a football, and the offense still makes the play. That is so demoralizing for this team.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Lets it go to the end zone. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Under fire. Still looking for a man. Takes a hit as he fires. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it, be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The sure hands, it's Evans. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him.
Makes the grab in their space. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Runs through a tackle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was Unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
Scanning the field, it's Swan. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, two guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll give it to Fluff. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Smashes it through for the PAT. So a drive there of 82 yards, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
The Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Might be changing the route. Wants to fire on second down. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Another incompletion on third down.
Man, momentum is a real thing in college football, and you're seeing it shift here in the third quarter. The defense just forced a 3-and-out. Their offense scored a touchdown the last time out. We've got a close game, but all of the momentum is squarely now on their side.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Defense looks like they're coming. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Fluff Bothwell again. knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
To throw, it's Swan. Oh, they're after him. Got his man downfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It'd be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
3rd and 9. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Brought down at the 30 on the return, and his defense has set them up in scoring position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Brown.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He fires one deep down the right side. Makes a grab and room to run. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. I know when a guy's thrown 3 interceptions, it's not good, but everything hasn't been bad. They've moved the ball a little bit. They just keep self-destructing. Has to let this one go off his back foot. Makes a deep grab. You want to talk about changing field position. The huge play takes it down to the 37. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. To the air. It's Swan. Floats it out in space. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. And the Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the 1st down.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. There he goes. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think.
Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
And he made the extra point without problem. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown.
Number 8, set to kick it away.
Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it. From inside the 10, here he comes. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Might be calling a hot route. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Breaks into the open. Pass to 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville. He's in the house for the 6th An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
He'll bring it out. It's Evans. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Back to throw, it's Swan. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And you got to find a matchup. Like, what is the matchup out wide that you can go with? 4 verts, I get it, but they're playing deep. They're understanding that they got a lead. They can play with a cushion. We just need a guy to win a one-on-one battle. Who is our guy that we can pick to make a play down the field?
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throws to the wideout. Williams got it. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Bulldogs come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. DB's right up on the receivers. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Here's a give to Bothwell. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
Bluff Bothwell again, and they'll get nothing going on this one either, at least back to the line of scrimmage, but it is 4th down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. They'll go with Bothwell. Makes it past the marker. Got a little grass. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
And he's wrestled to the ground.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Running right, it's Bothwell. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
And the Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here's a give to Bothwell. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Now the play fake. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense has it. They're on the move. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, the 10. Takes it in. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And how about this defense, man? They just keep making plays. Another forced turnover and another touchdown, man. They don't just scoop these fumbles up. They're scooping them up with the intent to score. Their second fumble return for a touchdown today.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes.
As a former quarterback, I definitely never had the guts to ever want to be a return man. And that right there is the reason why, guys. I don't need anybody having a 50-yard run at me trying to take my head off. So, listen, I mean, I feel for that return guy. He's lucky, though, that his group of guys was able to jump back on the ball.
Taylor wants to throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And man, oh man, I don't know how you leave that guy open for the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy. Palmer, I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
Yeah, and that's inexcusable by this defense because this guy's already burned you in this game. He's lighting you up. If there's anybody that you got to be aware of, if there's one player that you have to know where he's lined up every single play, it's him. So for the defense to allow him to be that wide open on that play at this point of the game, no bueno on D.
He's looking to pass. Got his man out of the backfield. He'll get in there as they draw 2 points closer. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that.
Number 8, set to kick this one away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On the direct snap, it's Davis. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line in the running game, making its presence felt.